Welcome back to the Total Pile Podcast, or TTP. It is the last week of October. Brock, how we doing?
Doing pretty good.
We're here on the first weekend after pre-releases. I know, Brock, you don't go any, but are you judging one?
Yeah, I'm judging one Friday,
Yeah,
I
just let me
believe.
know when you can get me my Gen 4 Professor playmat. Just let me know when you wanna need my address
The
to
one
send
on
that.
top of my closet.
Yeah, just send it to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just send it to me when you need it. Yeah, I'm all good. Just send that my way.
Sure.
Um, Anyways, yeah, so I still go because I don't know why I have this weird obsession. I want all four of the promo arts all the time
Yeah.
for no good reason. Like normally, only one of them is playable. Like last one, I think was the Bouffalant was the only playable one. I think. Yes,
Yes.
it wasn't any of the colorless Pokemon. It was Bouffalant and then some other random ones. And this one, it's only the Magnemite that's playable, or the Magneton. Sorry. And but I always just get all four for some reason. I tried to at least. Um, I think the last one I didn't get all four was Twilight Masquerade. I just have Apes. But anyway, long story short, I went to one, a lot of fun. I ended up pulling the Pikachu, which is super sick. Um, and it calls for an interesting time because like Umbreon now from Evolving Skies is $1,000. Now everyone's trying to figure out what the next card's gonna be, or at least in my like close circle of friend group. And like, there's the argument of always selling it fast or holding on to it and then just rebuying it later. I think I'm gonna hold it. I think you're more on the sell train and then buy it back when it dips, right?
So like I buy and sell cards, so if I was in your position, I would sell it now when it's like $200 plus and then buy it back in 2 weeks when it drops down to like 120 because
Yeah.
that's most likely what it's gonna do. Um but I think like the conversation about the next like Moonbryon is I don't think we'll ever have a Moonbryon again, but I think the next like big spike card from this one is either going to be the Greninja and the Pikachu probably are going to be like the next like 500, 600, $700 cards, if I had
Which
to guess.
which Greninja are you talking about?
The one from Twilight Masquerade, the alt art.
I'm pulling it up. Yeah, I think are you talking about the one where it's like spinning, or it's like sitting, like its arms crossed, like the blue and orange one. Where you see the giant ninja star. Yes.
Uh, yes.
Ah, okay. I was like,
Number
what? I was
214.
like, you said it before the pod too. I was like, I don't remember what.
214.
Uh, yeah, I couldn't remember what ninja that was.
Yeah.
Cause
It,
there's
it
there's
like
so
so
many
it
now.
shot up from like 100 to like 250 to now it's like sitting at about 350 now.
Yeah,
I bought four of them at 100 apiece at NAIC.
yeah. They're for whatever reason this card's flying. Uh, I mean, it's good now too, which is kind of cool. So I'll give it its flowers. I like Greninja a lot. Two Froakie baby. Um, but it's nothing. I don't know. Is Greninja at that level yet of where it's like that recognizable in Pokemon? Do you think
Just
like?
because of Ash's Greninja.
Yeah, probably that makes sense actually. I mean, anyway, so we're gonna hop into that. I mean, like, yeah, so like, I think it's gonna be cool. I do think it's almost getting to the point where like they overprint Greninja. Like, it's only been around since what, Gen 7, right?
6.
It was X and Y, 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, 6. And I can think of there's almost too many Greninja cards already. So like, I get why people are hyped about it. Cause they even have that Black Star Greninja too. And
Yeah, that was the
I
promo
wish I
from
wish that one had more value. I mean, I still have two of them just sitting in my binder. They're pretty sick looking.
yeah, I mean, but they're a promo, so the promo stuff will never be very
The promos were
expensive.
sick, dude. I love the promo cards. They go away so fast and they look so cool. Like the one now with the Shard of Fables Greninja EX. That promo looks sick too.
That one probably will be a little bit. That one might roll retain a little bit of value
Yeah.
because of the print quality on them were really bad.
Yeah. And I think just Shard of Fable seems so rushed in general. I don't know. That was just me. Mini sets are weird. I don't like mini sets. They can go shove it. But yeah. Surging Sparks, new cards, all that stuff. A lot of fun. Terra Orb seems great. I don't mind it. I went 2-0. I went 2-0 drop, not the other way around. You think I might be lying. Or I was 3-1. 2-1? I don't know. I didn't play all 4 rounds, but I only lost once. And so whatever that record equals. Releases are fun if you enjoyed sealed formats, but you're really just there to pull cool cards, and if you don't pull cool cards, then you just kind of want to leave, which is fine. I'd much rather play this standard format than pre-release, but I got lucky, so we'll take it. Any cups in your area going on still? How many you got left for? So we're in Q2 now, huh? November's Q2. So you starting back up here in a second? You got a couple weeks? What you got?
I know we had one last week, or Saturday.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not sure when the next one in our little area is.
Our next one's not until like the end of November. I'm thinking like the week before Thanksgiving. I think it's crazy. It's like it feels like it's forever away.
Yeah, I have a 1K that I'm tagging along to in November-ish.
Oh, that'd be cool. Where's that at?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Ooh, little road trip. Call it a day. Go to go to Floribama.
Yeah. We have one. It looks like we don't have one near us until December.
Dang. And while we're talking about locals, I totally forgot to mention this. In Space Out. Shout out to Luke Goodwin. Brock's not gonna know who this is. Or they might, he might actually, I don't know. They don't play I guess they play Pokemon for like a week online or maybe 2. Plays a little bit of live. But he is the Disney Lorcana Challenge champion from Seattle. And he is from Lincoln. So super cool. He won the whole thing. Unfortunately, Disney doesn't do any prize money yet, but he won. I think it was. Let me get the right number of players. I think it's over 2,000. Over 2,000 player tournament in Disney Lorcana. And talk about terrible formats because I would hate to play a regional at this format. They play best of 2. Do you know how that works?
Yeah, you get points based off every win, right?
It's every single win. So yeah, no matter what, each round is 2 games. And 1,893 players. So they had more players than we had 1-9 or 1-8 at Louisville.
1-9.
Oh, okay. So maybe a little smaller than Louisville up in Seattle. But he went 11-0-4.
Do they have different divisions or all their?
Nope, it's all the same. It's all mixed.
Yeah. So like we had 2,400 in total.
Yeah, they had the kids all together. So yeah, Disney Lorcana is still very much a smaller game overall, but this is year 1. Like this is base set of Lorcana. This came out last year, so we'll see. But he won the whole thing playing Green Steel, so shout out to him. Super good dude. I like him a lot. So, but they don't do any prize money yet. They just get like basically a full set.
It's like every other card game.
Yeah, basically. But I think this one will get prize money next year because they weren't expecting it to be this popular this quick.
Disney said they're not, but
maybe not. We'll see. I mean, they got the benefit of being Disney, right? So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, so like does. It's not really backed by Disney. Like it has the Disney IP,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. Ravensburger makes it.
The difference between like Disney and Pokemon is like Pokemon still backs all of it.
Correct. Yeah, because
like
Pokemon
Disney's not backing any of it.
Correct. Yeah, they just give the license, the approval to make the game.
Exactly. So yeah. I don't like all of the like prize money and everything is like fronted by Pokemon.
Correct.
Like prize money, prize pool, and all that kind of stuff. So like the organizers and TPCI never loses real money on it.
Correct, because they're just printing it anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we'll see. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, Brock's totally 100% right. Like, Ravensburger is technically a third-party creator that Disney's paying to make this game. So, like, it's just, like, it's a little bit different in the logistics side of it. But, like, also, like, I think it's one of those things where they're also endorsing the game. Like, their World Championships this year for Orkana is at Disney World. And then their international championships are at Disneyland California and Disneyland Paris for EU and NA. So, like, they're backing it a little bit, but, like, you're right. We'll see if they ever get prize money and that kind of stuff, because it seems like a lot of card games are going away from that. And before we get too far off subject, congrats again to Luke. Good dude. He's at Wonderland on Twitter, but he spells W with 2 V's, which is kind of clever. So it's like VV Wonderland. He streams a lot of Lorcana, so if you're interested in that, go for it. Super good dude. Anyways, let's hop into Pokemon. We had tournaments this weekend in the Philippines. We have Gdansk coming up this Saturday. It's like the 2nd? Yeah, the 2nd of November. Brock, did you dress up for Halloween? Are you going to?
No.
Damn, bro, come on, you gotta have more fun. Anyways, we'll move right on. The Philippines super cool. Only a couple surprising things. We're not gonna do a full deep dive into the tournament because this is like we're at the very end of the Stellar Crown format.
It's also only like 300 players.
Also 300 players, which does make it a little more wonky. Big one that stands out is a Roaring Moon finished top 4. And it's your standard Roaring Moon list. It's nothing crazy in here, nothing off the wall. 2 Petulant is a lot, I feel like, but like it's also a good cleanup card. I rather play 2 Baby Moon than 2 Petulant. That's just me. But
well, so a lot of lists just in general this format have kind of gone to, hey, I'm just gonna get there strategy.
Right.
Like just cutting all the fluff, and in a lot of matchups, the Baby Moon is just really bad.
Yeah, because it's only good against like the stage 2 decks where you're knocking out a Dracloak or a Charmander. In my opinion.
It's really good into like Lost Box and stuff like that. Stuff that can't OHKO it, but you OHKO them.
No, right, yeah. Baby Pokemon that aren't, massive and not basic. Comfies, Cramorants, all that, Sableyes. It's good for that, but you're not going to be knocking out Raging Bolt with this Baby Moon and this type of list. Not in the near future. Do you think it's better than Raging Bolt?
No.
No, really? With all this mist energy being gone, like I feel like it's way better. And it's easier
for the sole fact that it like. So the thing is like, okay, you have 2 Roaring Moons powered up, and that's all you really have powered up. You're almost never setting up 3 Roaring Moons like early enough to like play around anything. So your first Roaring Moon punches, knock something out. Then they just go boss kill your fresh moon in the back.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck with the damaged moon. How do you play around that?
You just get
like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Like that's the thing, is you have to get a third one. But most of the time getting that third one is difficult because you have 3 energies attached to this moon and active. And the benched one that just got killed probably had 2 on it. So you don't have enough to fully load up on.
Yeah.
Like from the discard.
The third one's harder for sure.
The third's harder. So it's like, that's what I mean is like, this one just needs so much more to go right for the deck to be good compared to like what Raging Bolt needs to go right. Raging Bolt also has a good tertiary attacker in Ogerpon. Ogerpon is actually a very valid attacker in a lot of matchups.
Yeah, I do like having the ability to have Ogerpon. I don't know. I feel like it's the same type of issue. They just need one less piece. They do need more pieces individually as a Moon player. So like we don't need E-switches. Like and stuff
neither
like
does
that.
This.
No, but like I'm thinking of Raging Drago. Sorry, but like like it's one of those things. It's just like I enjoy Moon. I think the dark patches make it super nice. But like you're right, like Ogerpon for
Yeah, but,
Raging
like,
Bolt
one
is just
piece.
yeah.
1 piece in a 3-turn game is a lot.
Oh no, for sure. I agree with you. Like I'm saying, like it's much more difficult because you're more item based related, and you're using the same draw engine, but you're drawing physically less cards. Because like instead of playing Ogre Pawns, you have to play 4 Shocking Shoes, and Sadas, and Dark Patches to try to equivalate the same type of results.
Exactly. The
And
same advantage.
and then Raging Bolt doesn't hurt itself and has a higher doesn't necessarily have a higher damage cap, but it does do technically more damage because it doesn't hurt itself, and 70 times 5 is a lot. Which is nuts.
I will say this 7th place Raging Bolt list is very different.
Let's see here.
It plays the Crispin.
Heck yeah, dude.
And it plays an accompanying flute.
Why would you play the flute?
So, in a lot of matchups, they don't want to put 2 prizers down, like mid-game, like liability 2 prizers. So if you can flute hit a Rotom or hit a fish or hit a squawk, it's a lot easier than clean up the following last prize.
Yeah, well, I get what flute does. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be nicer just to play a 4th vessel or a 4th bravery charm or another energy ritual?
Probably.
I don't know.
4 bravery charms.
Dude, I'd rather play a Mantine than flute.
That's awful.
No, but like it's the same thing though. If I know you already discarded your Rotom,
it's not though because you're attacking.
It's a 1 prizer. You have to. It's fine.
Yes,
you have to offset
but
the
it's a 3-turn game, and then you get bossed up. Your squawk ability, your Teal Mask gets bossed up, and you lose.
That's fine. Yeah, the flute can just get cut. It's fine. I do like Crispin a lot. The Crispin's cool. They are playing the Slitherwing. Is this the right one or the bad one? I'm thinking this is the right one. Okay. Because we saw that. I don't know if it was like when Iron Thorns first came out. We saw the future one get a little weird there.
That's bad.
And then I also forget which artwork is which all the time with Slitherwings. So yeah, the future one is not great anymore. It's like does more damage to future Pokemon or whatever. Overall top 8 though wise, like it's pretty normal. To my knowledge, they don't do asymmetrical cuts still over in the Philippines. I might be wrong in saying that. I think it's just a top 8. Do you know what their system is?
So I'm pretty sure that it's a top 32 cut, like asymmetrical top 32. Oh,
that's why they have all 32 decks, huh?
I'm like 90% sure because like there was one time where like the 12th place person won the whole tournament. Yes, because this Lugia dude finished X2 and won the tournament.
Oh,
and the Charizard dude finished 7-0. So in day 1 or however they do it, the first place dude was 5-2, and then the second place dude was 7-0. I do know that.
There you go. That makes sense then. Yeah, so we do have the full top 32 then if that is the case with the asymmetrical cut. The last deck that stands out to me and Baraka, we might talk about a few other decks here, is this Great Tusk Mill. Now, we haven't seen Great Tusk Mill in, God, what, months? I can't remember the last time I even saw it at an event, to be honest with you. But
it's been a minute.
But it does gain pieces. It did gain Neutralization Zone from Shrine of Fables. The big one that I never thought of until the popularity of Bayonet and Dusknoir came out and Bayonet Gardevoir. This Gravity Stone's massive for Great Tusk Mill.
Gravity Stone's a good card.
It's a great card. I love this. Because you can just accompany Flute up a Rotom or whatever, counter catcher it, attach Gravity Stone. Good luck trying to get out of that. You're still playing the Mawile. There's a second Great Tusk Mill in here, also in top 32, but they played the Cornerstone as well. So they also had the Pidgeot and stuff in there. Let's see here where we're at. No, that's not what I wanted. Here. Aha. Tabs. Brock didn't see it, so it doesn't matter. 4 tusks. Yeah, 4 tusks. Well, there's the cornerstone. And this one also played the hand trimmer, which I thought was cool. I don't know why. I just think hand trimmer seems fun. I don't know. If you're gonna play any kind of like deck like this, like why is it hand trimmer involved? But then again, like your objective is just to lock your opponent out. So like that's why you don't need a hand trimmer. They can't do anything anyway. But hand
Yeah,
trimmer just
because
seems
like
fun.
they're just gonna discard like Pokemon and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna discard the stuff they don't necessarily need or wanting to hold. But like it still makes them discard cards, especially the version that does actually mill your opponent. It's more valuable. I could never see myself playing more than a one of, but hand trimmer's still cool. That's nice to see something new in there. Anything else that you want to talk about before we move on to kind of a Gdansk preview type of thing? Kind of just winging the Gdansk part of this, but like overall, this tournament seems fine.
There's a Palkia Noctowl that hasn't been listed yet, but it looks cool. We haven't seen much success from Palkia Noctowl.
Yeah, and this might be a glass trumpet typey build too, right?
I would imagine.
I would hope
at least
so.
it might be like the initial builds were playing one glass trumpet.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Arvin. Classic. Arvin. That's pretty good. A lot of Dragapult, Dusknoir. Saw a couple with Pidgeot. Palkia, Dusknoir still very good. Shout out to the Turtle for getting top 8 this time. Turtle's back. I don't think there's anything different about this list. There's no Dusknoir still. There's nothing crazy different about it. I still think 1/1 Pidgeot is sketchy.
It plays Energy Lotto.
I think that was instead of the Chorus's Tenacity.
And this plays a Jet Energy.
Yeah, the Jet Energy's cool too. I saw a couple of Jet Energy in Louisville to just promote the bear easier.
Yeah.
You just Jet Energy the bear up instead of having to.
That's where my final list ended, was with a Jet Energy.
Yeah, I think Jet Energy's correct too. I think it's super clean into it. I don't know if I don't like playing the Dusclops though. How are you in your Dusknoir line? Are you doing the 3-2 line with nothing in the middle?
I'm 3-2.
Yeah, just in Turtle or in every list?
No, just in Turtle.
Just in Turtle.
Every other deck I'm playing a Dusclops.
You're playing a Dusclops.
Yeah. It doesn't really help with numbers in Turtle, really. Because, like, plus 50 gets you to 270 with the Turtle.
Correct.
Especially with this list. Because this list doesn't play Vitality.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. No, because all the V-Stars...
Vitality would
all the V-Stars that are relevant are 280. Yeah. But if you're not playing Vitality...
and Pidgeot's 280.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ceruledge and some of the other V-Stars that aren't very popular are 270, and some of the Goldengo's 260.
Yes, all the irrelevant ones are below 280. Correct. But, like, the more relevant ones are 280.
Yeah, the ones that you have to beat. Yeah, yes. I don't know. That is a good point. Goldengo did finish 12th.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. So, no, you could go.
No, I was about to say, like, that's the biggest thing is, like, it just doesn't hit the numbers. So, like, yes, you could play it. And I did like it in testing but every time I did it, I never popped it. It just sat there. Mm-hmm. So, like, I evolved the Duskull to the Dusclops and just sat there till the next turn to where I could go Nor.
It removes needing a rare candy. It's awesome. It's very good.
Yeah. It's good in that aspect, but it's like, if I just had one card to dig deeper, would it be better? And most of the time it was yes, so.
Right, and like I don't know, I think 3 Duskulls is a lot, especially if you play with how many Nitro Germs I buy.
Well, you also just need basics. This is just 3. You should be playing 4.
Yeah, it should be 4. I was gonna see if he's playing 4 or not. I don't know. I already moved over to.
Well, you also just need more basics off the Buddy Poffins.
Yeah,
because you run out of basics really quickly.
The only ones you can grab is Hoot and Van Rotem and Duskulls.
Yeah,
that's your only buddy.
Manaphy.
Oh, is that supposed to play Manaphy? Where'd it go? It is playing Manaphy.
Yeah, Manaphy is kind of needed now.
Yeah, it is nice.
That's why I like the Chorus over the Energy Lotto if you're playing the Manaphy.
Why is that?
Well, the Manaphy's in there for the Kyurem plays.
I'm aware of why the Manaphy's in there, but why do you like Chorus over Energy Lotto if you're playing Manaphy?
Because they're never gonna bench their Kyurem to be able to blow you up. Instead.
I guess lists are starting to cut Cologne a little bit. But if you're playing
Well,
Cologne, then
even
it's
if they
free.
have the cologne, that's the thing is like if they do the cologne, then you're just like going, you're
You're
just
losing
punching
anyway.
their. I don't know about losing. Kaiwin played against this on stream and just dominated it by actually attacking with Kirim, like doing the exact play I'm talking about. But it's a lot of cards. So.
Yeah, it's a ton of cards. I think Turtles is fine. I don't know. We'll see. I think
I'm not a
I think
Turtle fan.
Bufalon is just better. The more I think about it, because it does turn
I
off.
hate
Kieran
the
plays.
cards, but yes,
I think we talked about this. I think a couple weeks ago, but like I think
Yeah.
Bufalon is just better than Manaphy in this scenario.
It still just kills your Duskulls though.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a weird matchup. I just can't wait for the next format / rotation. Honestly, I'm ready for V-Stars to be gone. I'm over it. Radiance, over it. Give me a new gimmick. Top 32 wise, that's about everything crazy. We had one Thorns. We're not gonna talk about it though because it's Thorns. And then Lugia, we'll save the last spotlight for a last V-Star. Won the whole thing. I don't think this is anything crazy. They're playing the Thornton, which is like almost normal now. They do play the
I
Wellspring.
wouldn't say normal, but yes.
They do play the Wellspring.
So this looks like an adaptation of Zapdos's list.
Yeah, it is for sure. That's the 2/2 rat
it
line.
plays-
Yeah,
It's a 2/2 rat with 2 Great Balls.
it's overall a good starting point. Like
Yeah.
I don't hate anything about this list at all. Like it's just Lugia. It's 20 supporters, 20 balls, and 20 energies. Same old. Nothing crazy. It's great. I'm a big Lugia fan for sure. Let's see here. So with Gdansk coming up, I think you're still on the Lugia train. Do you have any other hopes besides Lugia?
No, like I'm just kind of whatever I think is the best deck at the time.
Which is
Going in, so coming from the Lille regional, which was the last tournament in Europe, I think that Raging Bolt is actually very well positioned over there.
Yeah, there's so much Drago in here. There's what?
There's so much Drago. I will say this is a lot of Australians that make up like the top 8 at least.
Yeah. There's 7 Drago in the top 32.
Yeah. And then
4 of them in the top 9.
So you have that. Lugia is a dead 50-50 matchup. Palkia is favored. Charizard's favored for it. Control is almost unwinnable. So I think it has some good matchups in like the top of the board. We'll see how it gets adjusted. You'll continue to see almost 0 Lost Box over there because that's just Europe. They hate playing Lost Box.
Yeah, there's only 6 in day 2.
They just don't play Lost Box.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. I think the big thing is too is like it just seems like there was not a lot of Thorns either. I think it's 5%. It's 4% in day 2. I almost said day 3.
That's another thing you'll see a lot of where like Thorns is just not a popular deck over there because if they want to play control, they'll just play actual control instead of playing like a pseudo attacking control deck like Thorns.
Yeah, there was 10 Snorlax stalls in the day 2, which is 3rd, which is crazy. It made the graphic. I'd be so upset. There was 80. What? No, it's 80. It's 10 people out of. I don't know, whatever it was. I can go back one screen here.
It's like 100 and something.
10 people out of 116. So yeah, literally just under 10%.
Yeah.
So like that would be one of the decks. Also, like Bayonet Gardevoir is getting a lot of hype right now, especially on like the ladder and all these other things.
It's everywhere.
So I wouldn't be surprised if like Bayonet Gardevoir popped up in a higher percentage. I'm not a big Bayonet Gardevoir fan, but I see its validity.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I will say, Nina, I don't know how to say her last name. He is due for a top 8 after losing the winning in at Dortmund and then losing an asymmetrical at Lille. So I think her with drug actually make top 8 this time.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah. So I think the big thing with Bayonet. Oh. Yeah, we're lightning. Anyways,
Hoping.
yeah, no, thunderstorms, classic. Bayonet Gardevoir. I think it's almost too popular for how good it is. It's very, very much the overhyped deck at the moment. Like I remember this being like, I don't know. I feel like Palkia Dusknoir was the same kind of way before Louisville. It was like, is it that good? Is it not that good? Is it like right in the middle? Because we had Stefan Ivanov's finish at Lille, and that was about it. I think this is the same type of thing, right? We had 1 in 10th place,
Kind of,
and now
yeah.
everyone's playing it on the ladder. It's all over the place online. Like it's just a fun deck to play, and I think it's a decent play for the tournament, but it's a very hard deck to learn. It's just like there's such a timing aspect of the deck. Like when do you
Yes.
switch from item locking to poltergeisting? How much does your board need to be set up before you do that? Like when do you play Gravity Stone? When do you all this stuff, the Turos and everything. There's so many scenarios where a slightly worse play compared to the optimal play will just lose you the game.
Oh yeah, like this is a deck where like the top 1% of players can play it, and nobody else can.
Yeah, it's super tough.
Yeah, so like I definitely think that like the Palkia deck was a lot stronger and just a lot better of a deck than this Bayonet deck is.
Oh, for sure.
I think the Bayonet deck is like decent, but also like it can just lose to just the opponent attacking. Like
Yeah, if they're
with
able to pull
Palkia,
attacks off and
Palkia just goes
switch,
punch, punch, punch.
it's over.
Huh?
Yeah, if anyone is able to just to attack without needing a bunch of stuff, because this is
Yeah.
just item based lock. So if I just have Crystal and Dragapult in hand, I just evolve it into Cloak once, and I take 30 damage. Like, good luck. Like it's been 3 turns. If they have it, they have
Like
it.
I don't see how it beats like decks like Raging Bolt and stuff that can just load a bunch of energies, as long as they just don't put the bad cards in play.
Yeah, as long as they don't have to Bellowing Thunder 7 times.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is like I was playing Raging Bolt on the ladder the other day against a Bayonet, and I Bellowing Thundered like 3 times, and then I had like 12 energies on board.
Yeah,
so it's like
as long as they don't over Bellowing Thunder, you should just win the
Yeah.
game from drawing your energies that way.
exactly. So,
Because then you're still limiting your hand size to just 7, and you play so
For
many
sure.
energies. So like your Poltergeist is still only doing like what 180 to 210 on average. No, it's times 60. So it'd be
Times 60.
180 to 2. Oh, so you could get a knockout which is 4. So
Yeah,
Bellowing
so,
Thunder is kind
like-
of risky. It's kind of weird.
yeah, but like they like it gets risky sometimes. Well, you only draw 6, so
Oh, I thought Bellowing Thunder
You
was
need-
7.
no.
Yeah,
Bellowing
Rage,
Thunder's
dude.
6.
Shreks and Nex is not my favorite deck. I don't play it very often.
I don't play it a ton, but yes.
The one I wanted to talk to you about too is, do you think any kind of rogue deck? We saw Roy Moon in the Philippines. There's also one top 32 in Lille. We have the Gouging Fire. Is there any of these type of room? Obviously, there's a place in the meta for them just because they're so shock surprising, which is also the same reason why Bennet is good. Like people just don't play against it very often, which makes it
Yeah.
very fun. And interesting to play into a big tournament like this. I think at least one will make top 8. Whether it's Roaring Moon, Gouging
I think
Fire.
Golden Go is your best chance.
I love Golden
Of
Go
a
in this
rogue.
format. I do.
I think Golden Go is your best chance of a rogue deck making top 8.
Where'd it go? There's one here.
Um,
I think it's like 12th. Where'd it go? Or is that Philippines?
Yeah, I don't think Gouging Fire is a good deck just because it needs so many pieces to do the same thing that Raging Bolt does. Same with Roaring Moon. And Golden Go is like you still need a lot of pieces, but you also see like 30 cards a turn.
Yes.
So like that's kind of my thought on it.
Yeah. I think my favorite.
If you're gonna have one that's top 8, it's definitely Golden Go.
I found the one from Lil. You're good. I do agree. I think Golden Go is the best like rogue shout, but my secret favorite rogue shout is always going to be Cloth. I do think, especially
It's not awful.
It's not awful right now. It's one of the better times to play Cloth. Like your only terrible matchup, I think, is Lugia, because they do have the resistance. Everything else, you're fine just swinging into, and like it does have the turtle.
The Palkia
advantage.
matchups are very weird.
They're very strange.
Or the Dusknoir matchups are very weird.
Correct, yeah. Anything that has Dusknoir, because Cloth is 140, I think.
Yes.
So it's just awkward in general for them, but you also have to poison yourself. So like to make the deck work, there is one in day 2 Lil at 98th, which
so they have to poison themselves so a Dusknoir pop kills it. Because
Correct.
it has already taken 10 from poison.
Unless you have the charm on. So like there's a bunch of different things going on here.
The bravery charm?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have to mochi to kill most of the big things.
Not if you're playing against turtles. But like yes, you're right. So just depending on matchups and Dusknoirs and stuff like that.
Turtle's a bad card anyways.
Yeah, I mean it's alright. Turtle's okay. It's fine. This is the only deck that can donk going first, which is crazy. I love that. So be weary. Good luck trying to predict that, I guess. It's not very... I mean, thank God we play best of 3. But if you just get donked by the promo Petronaut, you're upset. And that's why I love this deck so much. It's so funny. It cracks me up. Because if you get Radiant Seaslow down, Brute Bonnet down, and this in your active, you can poison for 8 damage counters.
Yeah, but...
It's the best, dude. It's so fun. So Cloth is still that guy. Speaking of Bear, I did put Bear in Dragapult. Feels great. I love it. I might not never take that. Yeah. It does.
Bear's a good card.
Bear's a great card. Anything that you want to predict for Gdansk? I just hope it's a fun tournament, to be honest. I don't have anything crazy prediction wise. I hope Cloth does well. I still root for Dragapult. I'm just waiting for Terra Orb to be legal.
I think there's gonna be multiple controls in top 8.
Multiple controls in top 8. You want to pick a specific one, or you want to pick? Yeah, you're taking across.
No, because I think there's a couple control decks that are seeing a lot of hype right now. There's an attacking control deck with like Pidgeot. It's a Pidgeot control deck, but it's like attacking with like Turtle. So it has like double Boufflant, and it's like attacking every turn, and then you pity loop and attack.
Instead of having to do knockdowns all the time and
have
a full bench, you're like, I'm fine hitting for 40, 50, whatever.
Yeah. I think there could be that, or there could be multiple just straight up Snorlaxes.
Yeah.
That see like control always as well as like there's 10 that's 9% of the meta. So it's in day 2.
Yeah.
So I feel like that could do very well.
I just realized my prediction. I think Stefan Ivanov wins with Palkia Dusknoir. If he plays it, I think he wins it. You got the top 4 in Dortmund.
I don't think it's a winning deck. Like that's the thing. Like fine. The more and more that I've played it, I just don't see the deck winning a tournament. Because it feels like it's like the best of the
rest.
Not even that. It feels like it's the best of the mid decks. Of like your Raging Bolt, of your like Regidrago, of your Palkia, of your Turtles.
It's the best of that. Well, but that's what every deck is. Like, you just listed every tournament winning deck this year so far.
Yeah. Have you ever played Regidrago?
I have, and like I get what you're saying. Like they're mid decks, right? All 3 of these are mid decks. I agree. Dragapult, Raging Bolt, Regidrago, Palkia, everything in mid. Yeah. All of them have won a regional so far, besides Palkia.
But look at the players who have won it.
Stefan Ivanov is playing Palkia. He has a chance to win it.
But Stefan's not Stefan from a few years ago.
He got second in NAIC last year. Lost to Hedrick in the final.
Stefan's not the same.
He's that guy. He would have
won it. He made 3 misplays
That's fine. I get it. It's a lot of money. It's nervous. Whatever. I have faith that he can pull it off. Because I love it. His Dortmund finish is part of the reason why I played it so much that I did. And so, I love it. I hope he does well with it again. I hope he keeps playing it. And I hope it rotates so we all have to just sell our V-Stars. Cool. Anything last chance. Closing thoughts on Gdansk, this format, because I'm ready for a new format. We're a week and a half away. Store release is the next week. It's legal the 22nd. So we're 3 weeks away. Huh?
Yeah. Sacramento is the first weekend it's legal.
When's that?
I'm pretty sure the 22nd.
Heck yeah, dude. I thought it was the 29th for some reason. They wouldn't schedule a regional the week of Thanksgiving, though, would they?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of crazy. I do have the Cup of 23rd, which I just now realized I get to wear. I just realized I get to play Surging Sparks. That's actually sick, actually.
22nd to 24th.
Hell yeah. Cool. All right, well, now to everyone's favorite part of the podcast. I'm going to share my screen with Brock real fast. He hasn't been seeing it at all yet. Hold on 1 second. This deck is now the official certified pile of the week. And I say this because I found it this morning going through City League results. And we talked about both cards briefly today, but we never talked about them together. And this brings up a broader point that I currently hate with the TCG, which be creative as you want, try whatever you want, but don't force me to try it. And I've been seeing way too much of this online, not necessarily with this Pokemon. And so the pile of the week is Goldango, Dragapult. This finished 3rd out of 32 in a City League. Brock, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
I don't know where to begin. I'll start with the positive. We'll start with the positive first. This new Gimme Ghoul. There's a positive. This new Gimme Ghoul is sick. And for those of you who tell me that I should continuous coin toss over getting 2 free energy into my hand as a Goldango player, you're out of your mind. I don't care. I'm never going to use a 50 attack, ever. I get to search my deck for 2 basic energy cards and put them into my hand. And then shuffle my deck. That's a guaranteed attachment for turn and a guaranteed concealed cards off my attack. This Gimme Ghoul is now the optimal one. You don't ever play Call for Family anymore. You don't ever play continuous coin toss. This is the Gimme Ghoul. Okay? That's I hit the wrong thing. But overall, this deck is crazy. I hate it. I hate it so much. For starters, you only play 1 energy retrieval and 2 superior energy retrievals. It's like you're like.
I think it's a Dragapult deck.
For sure, and you're
with
coin bonusing 1.
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna promote an active to retreat for 2.
This won a City League?
This got a 3rd at a 32 person City League.
Okay.
Yeah, this got 3rd. So top 4. But still, how? I don't understand. You're playing, and for an example, say you just have 1 energy attached to active, you still only cap at what? There's only 10 energies in here, so that's still 9. It doesn't make sense. That's still 350, I guess. Just play a Blood Moon. What are we doing? I don't know.
I mean, I think the logic behind it is you set up double Goldango. A turn you can set up your Dragapult. You Dragapult for 200, hopefully killing a low 2-prizer. And then you spread 30-30, which knocks it down to where you only have to do 300 with each Goldango, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know. I think the main thing for me is just it seems like it's trying to be a beefier HP replacement on Dracloak. Why would you not just play a 3rd Dracloak?
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
And a Manaphy. If you're really worried about it getting knocked out by, you are playing Manaphy, Wait a minute, we're already playing Manaphy in this list.
I think it's just a cleanup attacker to take your final prize.
Yeah, man,
Is
I
my
don't know.
guess.
There's not a single Rotom in here. There's not a single Luminion. We're concealing cards, which is even the crazier bit of this too. We're playing Radiant Greninja, so we're not even able to move damage counters around off of Hawlucha. There's no Alakazam in here. I'm gonna play this for fun at some point
I bet you are.
because it's gonna be a blast. I can't wait to. But like, also there's no Temple in here, so you just lose the Miss Energy and Legacy Energy. But you got Jamming Powder and Headquarters, so that's cool. But I'm still jealous because I get to play Terra Orb. I can't wait to play Terra Orb. But yeah, that's the pile of the week, man. And this brings up to the point that I made before showing Brock this list. Quit putting Iron Thorns in Dragapult. There's no need for it. You just pick one deck and play it. Don't put two together and hope you get a good deck out of the middle. Why have you seen this online, Brock?
I have not.
Did someone put like 3 Iron Thorns into a Dragapult list to like help them set up? They still played future booster capsules and stuff while they're just setting up their Dragapult in the back with Dracloak. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, why? Like, just set up like normal.
Why not?
Rotom, just
Why
draw
not
3
just-
cards.
Why not just play like a Snorlax?
Bro, that doesn't help my point here. Like, why are we playing the Snorlax?
I mean, if you're gonna try to stall for time behind, Snorlax is a hell of a stall.
Yeah, it is.
That's just like there has to be better options.
There's
there
gotta be a better
because
option.
It shuts off your own like Mimikyu behind because technically you can still attack with the Mimikyu.
Yeah, you could do Mimikyu. I even played
Mimikyu
Cornerstone
themselves
in this
are
list
awful.
before, but I also played a Noctowl based version. So like I needed the turn 1 Terra on bench to use Noctowl. So like I understand the thought of like throwing something random, but there's got to be a purpose behind it, and I would love to just interview these players sometimes and just like ask, like, so like where do you find this?
These are table 1000 players. Like these aren't.
But
good
I'm a
players.
table 1000 player, and I still understand this. Like I am with them. I am here in this. This is
Then
my
maybe
area.
you shouldn't be at table 1000.
Maybe I just need to test more. But either way, I still don't understand because like I probably would have seen this deck at Louisville a couple tables to my left in round 7. You know what I mean? Like it could have been there. I just never saw it. And it just I don't know. But like I'm trying to find more positives in it, and I just can't. I can't. Crispin's still cool. Dude, it's only 2 rare candy. Like I don't know if we ever talked about that, but like, there's only 2 rare candy in this Dragapult
Yeah,
list.
I saw that.
All right, no more being frustrated for this. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the pod. That is the pile of the week. That is the pod. If you are interested in playmats, please contact me or Brock. The link in the descriptions below. Mine is a link tree with the podcast YouTube, my Twitter, all that stuff. Brock's is a link to his Twitter. Where Brock, do you have a link tree on your Twitter or no?
No.
No, that's fine. You don't really need one. I just did it because I didn't want to have to copy and paste 5 times. So, if you have any questions about playmats, Brock's the guy. He's doing all that. So shout out to Brock and shout out to everyone who's gotten one. I wish I knew each individual person who got one, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. Brock's managing all that, and I know it's going. Do we still have 10 left? How many are left? Still 10.
9 or 10.
All right, another person. Let's go. We take that. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it so
we have
much.
10.
Yeah.
We have 10 and 2 people unconfirmed.
That's fine too. If you didn't know, it's just a black playmat. Let me switch screens real fast. I'm on the.
I can send you the picture.
No, I mean I have.
Technically, I've changed it from the.
Oh, well, it's just
It's
the podcast
slightly,
logo
very slight.
with some stuff on the left and right. Some like, overall it's just cool looking. And Brock could just tweet a picture of it. That would be the easiest way to do it.
I just sent it to you.
Brock just sent it to me, and
It's in the
where?
podcast chat. Podcast chat.
Mm. Boom. He moved it all to the bottom right. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Can I move this? Technical difficulties. Boom. Desktop. There you go. It looks like this. Just a black play mat with the little information bottom right. And obviously we are also at X/Twitter at the Total Pile Podcast. We got the name right. And it does look a little bit brighter. I like that a lot. Is that what you changed?
No, I changed because it did say listen to, like had real big listen tos on the corners, on the top corners on Spotify and YouTube.
That's cool.
But I decided to just put in the bite mark and
And there's our Twitter
make it a
handles.
little cleaner.
Hold on. There's our Twitter handles too. Right there, front and center. So thank you guys for listening, watching, supporting, all that stuff, man. We really appreciate it. We're just two dudes who want to talk Pokemon too much. And so thank you for listening and supporting and allowing us to do this for fun. And any closing thoughts, Brock?
Not today.
No, we killed it. Absolutely. You guys have a great week. Have a great Halloween. And we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.